everyone, today we'll be discussing the different attitudes or approaches that a company has for business in international markets. So, the business or company might choose a degree or nature of involvement in international business. The way the company or the staff views the world is described as the international management orientations. Howard Perlmutter classified the international management orientations in what is commonly referred to as the EPRG model. He states that businesses and their staff tend to operate in one of four management orientations, which we'll have a closer look at in this video.
Firstly, we have the ethnocentric orientation, also known as the home country orientation.
For this orientation, the company believes that their home country's management is more capable of driving international activities than the host country's subsidiaries. Therefore, all subsidiaries need to comply to the default standards set. An advantage of this is that it creates a more unified corporate culture and also helps to overcome the potential shortage of qualified managers in the host countries. However, a disadvantage of this is that it can lead to cultural short-sightedness or cultural myopia. It was discussed in lectures that we have to take into consideration cultural differences in languages, symbols, clothes, practices in international business in order to avoid discrimination and stereotypes. An example of this was the case when Walt Disney decided to venture into France with similar marketing strategies that it used in the US. This was not a welcome move, as the French particularly did not care for the alcohol-free theme parks, since it was a normal part of their culture to drink wine at any time of the day.
Next, we have the polycentric orientation, also known as the host country orientation.
This orientation is completely opposite to the mindset in the ethnocentric orientation. The managers under this approach believe that all markets are different in nature and therefore have different needs. Full autonomy is given to the subsidiaries to formulate their own market and operational plans. McDonald's utilized this approach when venturing into India, as it realized that Indians are culturally averse to eating beef. Therefore, it not only took off beef off its menu, but came up with vegetarian offerings to its Indian subcontinent.
Following, we have the regiocentric orientation.
In this orientation, management moves to integrate and coordinate activities on a regional basis. Subsidiaries get grouped into larger entities such as Europe, America, and Asia Pacific. Coca-Cola utilizes a regiocentric approach in formulating its messages for countries including India, Pakistan, and Bangladesh.
Finally, we have the geocentric orientation.
The company keeps a world-oriented view rather than a country-specific, multi-domestic approach. The management with this mindset sees the whole world as a potential market and identifies similarities, differences between markets and countries to create a global strategy responsive to local needs. MTV is geocentric in nature and is branded according to the country that they are operating in. For example, you have MTV India, MTV China, and MTV Korea. They also hire people based on their nationality and play according to their respective cultures. So, after hearing all of these attitudes and approaches to international management, one might ask the question, which is the best EPRG approach to international markets? It is useful to know the potential benefits of each of these approaches to global marketing. The ethnocentric approach offers huge potential for economies of scale due to the little customization, research, and development costs, making products more price competitive when selling abroad. However, a downside to the ethnocentric approach is that you might find customers in international markets demanding a bit more variation to meet their needs. In this case, the polycentric approach will be more suitable. To fully answer this question, market research is necessary in order to find out what customers in these global nations truly want or need, to calculate research and development costs, and to determine whether to create adaptation to products or services in order to sell abroad.
And that's basically it for the EPRG model. Thanks for listening.